man, what's going on? We're staring at a screen. We just got set up and ready. A lot of meetings happening around here. My name's Jimmy Wizenhunt. I'm here with...
my name is Adam Clegg. We're both game designers.
This is true. We are here for the community event today. Sorry, a lot of us are still waking up around here.
Hey, there it is.
Hey, there we are. Now we know who we are. This is incredible. But to let you guys know what's going on, if you're just now joining us, you saw a lot of the hype on Twitter and here in chat. I have a feeling we have a few streamers sending people this way. A lot of Brazilians in chat, by the way. Some of my favorite community here in the world, bar none. But this is a 12-hour stream today. We're calling it the Devathon, the community event. We've had a lot of names for it, but realistically, what today is about is giving you guys an opportunity to see what happens behind the curtain here at SOE making this game. As a matter of fact, Adam is new to the team.
I am new to the team. I've been here about 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
I guess this is a pretty awesome event to have in a short period of time like this. I guess I'm pretty fortunate to be a part of this. But I'm really excited. This is the first time we've ever really done a big dev live stream, Devathon, design live stream, whatever we're calling it.
Well, we've done a lot of stuff like this in the past with PlanetSide 2 and some of our other games like Landmark. Actually, you did a lot of stuff, the work in progress. And what do they call the other one where you actually went in and you built some things and we streamed?
That was the work in progress where we were building stuff that we were doing. But this is the first time we've ever done something of this scale of 12 hours. This is a 12-hour live stream from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Sorry, just a couple things we noticed.
And I'm getting hair and makeup.
What is this?
This is awesome.
Wow.
Dude,
Did that help?
I could get used to this.
You look better.
I do. Do I stream? Do I look better?
I think.
Sweet.
I think so.
But like we were saying, 12-hour live stream. We're going to have roaming cameras. We're going to have people playing the game. We're going to have fans coming to the studio. Mm-hmm. We have people setting up signs behind us. I mean, we might even have zombies. Who knows?
Did you say fans? Those are just fans? Who is that? Who are these people?
I don't know. Look at this.
Oh, actually not sure. Don't mess up my hair.
Did you miss something?
Don't.
Coffee? Can I get some coffee around here? What does it take?
And the prima donna comes out. But what we were saying earlier is, once again, on previous project, we had the opportunity to show off a little bit of development cycle. But all we really have shown at that point is one little piece of that. Typically, it's building the world, or it's a little bit of art with guys like Matt Broom, who's actually also on this team.
Yes, exactly. Matt Broom's one of our character artists, lead character artists, actually. And like you said, we've done stuff about like level design live streams and art live streams, but this time we get to really see what it's like to be a part of a dev team. What does it take to develop a video game? Yeah. And you're going to get to see meetings, you're going to get to see us talking to each other as we're working, like how we're going to make decisions, how people talk and communicate. Like you're going to get to see behind the scenes of what it's like to work in the video game industry. That stuff happens all the time.
Man, that's so professional. That was going off in the middle of the stream.
The thing fell, and then the alarm of my phone of when I'm supposed to actually get up in the morning went off.
So it's time to wake up now.
Yeah, I can wake up now, finally.
That's a good call, guys. You got great news. Adam will be joining us shortly. He's here physically, but not quite mentally just yet. But I'm taking a look at chat here. You guys are definitely hyping it up this morning. I'm not even sure what's going on half the time. I'm going to try to peek over here every once in a while we're here at this desk. We will have several cameras throughout the studio here inside this office. We'll be roaming around a little bit. We'll be jumping in people's offices. I'll be trying, like as I have little breaks here and there throughout the day, to jump in and introduce you to some of the dev members. As a matter of fact, we're going to be doing that coming up after this little segment right here as things are starting to get ready.
For sure.
Actually, let's take a quick look at the overview for the day.
Yeah, let's talk about what's going to happen today.
For us, it's mostly work, but for the stream, they are going to be seeing all kinds of things.
We have 12 hours to fill, so there's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening.
You got any good jokes?
Not any good zombie jokes. I should have looked that up.
All right, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
Nah, it's okay. So 9 to 10 is what you're looking at right now with intros. We're going to talk about what we're doing today, like what you plan on seeing. 10 to 11, we have introductions of the team.
This is all tentative, by the way.
Tentative. It's totally going to go off the rails.
This is the most organic stream I think I've ever seen in my life. We have a lot of people involved. The whole dev team, our AV team is insane. I'm sure we'll get trolled at some point.
I don't even know what this is.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like a lot of this is just arbitrary.
A big thing is that from 12 to 5 is when all of the actual fans show up to the studio, and they get to actually. You guys are going to be jealous, but they actually get to come watch us make the game and play the game, and talk to us about the game.
Yeah, a lot of the guys are going to get a chance to sit down with us and kind of one-on-one get to play the game, have us explain some things, and just have us kind of say like, hey, look, here's where we are, these are some things, and be able to get some feedback directly from the player as they play it, which is pretty exciting there. We have some YouTubers coming in as well. Should be a lot of fun. I'm getting hand gestures over from the AV team. I can't tell if they're talking to me or not.
No, they're talking to all
We have Nerf guns. We should probably give them
those. Did they get the sign up yet? I don't know. I don't know if we should... Can we... we're good now, right? I don't know. It seems like they're having troubles back there.
Are we live?
Are we live? I don't know.
Can I get some confirmation? Are we going live?
So, Jimmy.
No comment. Yes.
For people who don't know, which I'm pretty sure most people do, but what is H1Z1? What are we looking at right here?
H1Z1 is a game that we recently announced here. I don't even remember. Time's kind of flying now that we announced it. It just kind of went into absolute chaos. 2 weeks ago,
we have our PR manager over here.
She's just sitting over here just yelling, "Don't say that!" She's going to have a heart attack by the end of the day with me and Clay on here, as a matter of fact, I'm sure. Smed will be joining us later, so that'll be even more fun. But H1Z1 is a MMO. I guess it's hard to call it just strictly an FPS, because realistically there is first person, you do shoot things, but the whole point of the game is survival.
Exactly. Yeah, that's actually a key point when I talk to people about H1Z1. As soon as I tell them that it's not a first person shooter like you imagine a first person shooter to be, it's more of a survival game. And when you get into the mindset of being a survivalist and you start the game thinking about survival, there's no way it's a first-person shooter. It's about living. It's about surviving. You know, there's zombies around you. You have nothing but, you know, your fists basically, and some bandages, and you're like, okay, what do I need to do to get myself to the next part of the game to survive, to able to live?
Just to make it today number 2 there, yeah.
Yeah, basically.
You know, outside of just the feel of the game and the basic premise there, outside of it just not being a first-person shooter because of that, realistically, this is going to be a little bit slower-paced game. So a lot of you guys out there may not be too familiar with the survival genre. Realistically, this game's going to be a lot more about how you choose to enter these situations. It's going to be about making those quick decisions, whether or not you're going to work with this individual you just met. Maybe you said a few words to you, "Hey man, what's going on? You know, do you have any food?" If you want to help them out, you're more than welcome to. Oddly enough, in this genre, people don't typically do this, but our game's going to be a little different in the way that it's a little more of a, I guess, punishing PvE game.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I mean, like, if you walk up to a camp and there's like 10 zombies there, there's no way you're going to take that camp out. Those zombies are just going to kill you. So you see somebody walking down the road, you can say, "Hey man, I need some help. You know, maybe we could take out these zombies and get all the loot that's inside this camp." Or maybe the guy just shoots you in the face. But that's the kind of decisions you have to make when you walk up to the dude. But definitely, I see a lot of teamwork involved in this game when it comes to taking over certain areas that are surrounded by zombies. Kind of like fooling the zombies or killing them. And that's exciting to me because I think that's a huge part of the zombie survival genre that hasn't really been tapped into yet.
I think so, and you know, we showed a lot of that gameplay during the live stream that we had here last week. I believe it was last Thursday, because once again, time's flying. Pretty sure it was. But a lot of you guys tuned in for that, and it was a lot of fun to be able to stream the game so early on in development and really be transparent and honest and show you guys where we are in the amount of time we have been developing this. Now, I will say that during that stream, you guys saw a lot of zombies. We kind of ran through the town and just jumped to the other side, and you know, we made it look a little easy. Ran you over, as a matter of fact, which we heard scripted 1,000 times in chat.
Oh, yeah.
Legitimately did not mean to run Plague over.
If that was scripted, man, we need better writers.
This is true. Yeah, you probably could make that stuff up. But anyway, this time around, we're going to be streaming a playtest over the shoulders of the devs. We may even have some direct feed gameplay from the computer itself, so you guys can see a little bit more of what's going on and kind of where we've been in the only a little bit less than a week from last time we streamed. So it'll be a lot of fun to do that as well. But what else we got coming up?
After that, after the whole 12 to 5, once we send the fans home, you know, get the heck out of here, we start talking about the feature. I think we're going to work. Let me start over. During the whole 12 hours, we're going to have people from the team that are actually here working, because it's their job, on the design feature that you guys asked for. So if you guys aren't aware of this, we put out basically an APB to all the fans that says, we're going to do this 12-hour stream. And the point of this whole stream anyways is for the feature. What is a feature that you want designed and put into the game by the end of the day? And then Smed put it out on Reddit, and the fans just took over from there. And so we've decided on the feature. You want to tell them what that feature is?
We have decided on barricading, which is actually going to be an integral part of our game, especially with the survivalist mentality behind the game. You got to think about this for a second. You're on the way into a city. You got some things, but what are you going to do with these things? How are you actually going to survive the night?
And so barricading is basically you're being able to like take pieces of wood or you know, stuff on the barricade over windows. Basically, you get into a house that you want to like stay in, right? And you can like barricade the walls, the doors, and the windows because you want to have it to be a place to where you can hang out and live basically with you and your homies or just by yourself.
Sure, yeah. As a matter of fact, we're just finding out, we're going to have a meeting here in just a little bit, so we have a little more of a conversation about this particular feature, so you guys get an inside look and what it's like day to day. I don't know if Smet will be in an extra trolling mood today, but we'll find out because we're on stream. But we'll
it's
know
going to set the tone for the rest of the day. This meeting right now.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But yeah, so this is pretty cool. You guys get to actually, you guys get to actually watch a design meeting on a feature that you guys wanted into the game.
That we just found out about.
So
that's going to be even more exciting.
It's pretty, I mean, this is as real as it gets, folks, so.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Yeah, I think we're going to jump over there. I think it's the way it's going to work.
Maybe you should have people introduce themselves.
Yeah, no, we'll have people introduce themselves. We'll jump over there.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't exactly know what our transition's like here. Once again, we're getting extreme.
Yeah, we're,
I guess we just turn around. Which camera are we going to be on?
let's get out of the way.
This one, and then you'll have the mic to pass around.
Okay. I'll just scooch over here then. You got a mic?
The closer you guys can get together, because you're going to be passing around a microphone.
I'll come way over here.
Yourselves.
Bill, you're right there, man.
You guys want to sit on each other's
Good
laps?
distance though. Further back there, people can't see the bags.
I think my mic's still hot. Right now we're just waiting on a mic to get over here so we can introduce a few people.
So your two mics still work.
All right, we're still hot? Cool. We're still hot.
We're still hot.
Yeah.
That's a given. Just seconds.
Ben, we can't see you.
Can they see? Smet out of frame. Panic.
That's okay. One of the radio faces. Okay. I'll get it. Here we go. All right, is that a little better? Howdy, H1Z1 fans. Thanks for watching today. We are going to have a blast today. You're going to have to bear with us. You're not going to see super high production value. That's not our goal here. Our goal is reality. You're looking at members of the dev team. You guys decided on a bunch of things. Actually, you couldn't make up your minds about exactly what you wanted. So as we said we would, we picked a feature that we thought was going to be hard, way harder to do in 12 hours than it should be. And we decided to do it as a stretch goal. So we're excited to show this to you. And what I'd like to do is to introduce you to the guys that are actually going to be working on it. This isn't the entire dev team. These are only the guys that are going to be working on this specific feature. You'll get to see the whole dev team today, don't worry. But here we go. I will let you guys introduce each other.
Hi, my name is Tom Shank. I'm kind of the technical director, the lead of the code team right here. I'm working with these guys to try and get this barricade stuff set up today. It's going to be interesting features, try and get a few things done. We'll see kind of what it takes to get past some of the bugs you'll see, I'm sure, and just get things set up inside the terrain system. I'll pass you off here to Mitch, one of our coders.
Hi, my name is Mitch Evans. I'm a senior programmer here, and I'll be doing a bit of the back-end work and some of the socket-based placement of the barricades. Should be fun, and I look forward to seeing the zombies pound against the windows.
Hi, I'm Lenny Gullo. I'm a game designer for H1Z1, and I'm going to be, helping control the design and make it up with for putting these barricades on homes and buildings, wherever we're going to try to make it fun for players to, have a real-life world that they can interact with.
Hi, my name's Bill Yates. I'm the art director on this project, and I'm going to be helping generate art assets for the cool barricades.
Get double mic, sweet.
All right, let's talk. So, figure it out, guys. What are we going to do?
Well, the first thing we've got to do is figure out how we're going to set the barricades up.
Grab the mic first before you.
Put it somewhere over there. Yeah, there we go. Got it? All right. So we're going to figure out what we're going to have to put up in terms of data side and in terms of asset side. And it looks like for the most part we've got the socket system set up to basically allow the barricades to go onto houses. And we have to set the houses individually, right?
That's correct. The houses are all going to have their own sockets on each window and door.
Explain what sockets are.
Yeah. Sorry, a socket is a point that's on the house that we can connect an object to. So if we have a socket that it's hidden, the player doesn't see it, but it's there, and we could say, hey, I'm going to attach something to this socket. And for this case, we're going to put a barricade. Like it could be like planks of wood, whatever it is that we decide will be a barricade that player can put on there. So we can put these sockets on different points around the house, like all the windows and the doors. We just got to figure out where we want to put those, and we'll get that all set up through the actor tool.
What would be the best house to start with? Is give us the most bang for the buck, right? The first one we use to test. Is that going to be one of the small two-room houses, or?
Yeah, I would start with. I'm thinking.
I'll just hold it in the middle.
It's such a natural
Hey.
conversation while passing a mic.
Yeah, we're getting more
Cool.
mics out here, so it's
Yeah, I would start with the small one-bedroom house that we have populated around the world right now. That one's really fleshed out with objects inside. It looks like somebody has been living there, and we have a lot of those in the world right now. So we'd get a lot of bang for the buck if we put sockets on those houses.
Sounds pretty cool. I can't wait to claim my house. So my cupboard, my gear, boarding up the windows.
You were telling me that you like to actually stash stuff in the cupboards that anybody can open because you're just hiding them, hoping that nobody finds them during the playtest. So then you can go back and then get your stuff later.
Yeah, and I guard them a little bit.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, Mitch is
He's not guarding them a little bit. He's pretty murderous.
yeah.
No.
That was really, well, never mind.
I got a mic.
Got a mic? All right.
Yep.
All right, so what are the assets we need?
So we've got some of the barricade wood stuff pieces. Do we have the destructible part of that set up for a chain we can attach yet, or do we have to set that up separately?
We'll have to set up the destructible object states for the barricades and the windows. Should be fairly simple and short. Maybe 2 or 3 states in between to show as the boards are being broken, so you can gauge how much of the strength is remaining of the barricade by just looking at it.
Okay, we can build off some of the stuff we did for the doors already, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's correct. Right now we have like the plywood that we could start with for now,
Uh-huh.
and then we can come up with the different splintered states, as Mitch was saying.
Okay.
We need to get some art for that made, and then we can.
Well, we have the cross board system as well. Do you want to use some of that as well, or?
Yeah, I mean, we can get the artists to actually make us like planks, like people are nailing on planks across the board, windows and the doors.
Uh-huh.
But for just for like the proof of concept to get this working, I would rather start with a simple piece of plywood.
Okay.
We'll get different damage states on it, and then we'll get it working and see how it works, and then we can come up with all these different types of barricades that players can use.
Okay, and we'll start with the main town POI right now and expand from there.
Right.
Okay. Any real big risks for that? I mean, the art assets should be mostly in place, and all that code's kind of tested, but we haven't really put it in and tested it with the AI yet, so we have to see how that works.
Right. And the code needs to be modified just a little bit for multiple sockets of the same variety in a house.
Oh, right. We talked about that this morning a little bit. Yep. Okay. So a little bit of code work under the hood as well.
And this
a little bit of artwork.
this is something that's going to have to be crafted, right? So players are going to craft it and then
Absolutely.
put
In
it
fact, I
onto
want to
their.
make sure we do that today too. So we got to get. Where's Paul Carrico? Paul,
Carico.
we're going to introduce you. to
Summoning Paul.
As he comes out of his
a pair
office.
legs without a head. Is,
Right. Just starts
There he
talking
is.
from the
There
wire. It's just
Come on, Paul.
now Paul's in charge of the crafting. A lot of you have been asking what kind of crafting.
Oh, here you go. Get Mike.
So Paul's in charge of the crafting. He's done a very, very deep crafting system. It's actually one of the things we're the most proud of for H1Z1. We really feel like crafting is going to be seriously where it's at. We intend to make it really, really crazy in depth. It's something that we want to make a tentpole in terms of what H1Z1 is as a game. Now, what's going to be cool about it is you'll get to see the recipe being made. Paul can make that. I guess you guys will have to provide the ADRs for that, correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then when he makes the recipe, literally you can go chop down a tree, get these things down to planks or whatever you're gonna do for the art there. And then Paul can make a recipe to basically make that into a barricade. And then in real time, what's gonna happen is we'll use a placement tool that we have that Mitch worked on to literally be able to place it over the entrance to the thing. Now, one thing that's important to note, our zombies are, when we say they're deadly, we're not kidding. They actually can go inside of houses just fine now. A little too fine if you ask me. In fact, it's very easy to get trapped inside the house, because if you go into a room, the zombies will follow you and they'll block your exit.
collision too, yeah.
And there's collision. It's pretty messy. Now, the fun part here is we want them to be able to bust down the barricade.